Good morning, Miss Coulter! To say hi.
Good morning, Miss Holter.
Good morning, Miss Coulter.
Hi, Miss Coulter.
So today is the second day of Holy Week, and I chose to be a tiger because we are celebrating the Lion of the tribe of Judah. Roar!
Hi, my name is Dewey, the little silly dog. My owner doesn't be happy with me, and I don't like baths. Yes.
So what did we watch this morning with our Bible and breakfast? What book did we study?
Exodus.
And what did we learn about Exodus?
The Bible is a fairy tale, and it's not a fairy tale.
Well, yeah, we learned that with their... Please back your face up.
With the please back your face up.
Whenever they time traveled and they saw G.K. Chesterton, they asked him, is the Bible a fairy tale or is it true? And G.K. Chesterton said that it is both. And why did he say that?
Because fairy tales, well, they aren't true, but they tell about things about the world.
Do they show us that the world, there's more to the world than what we can see? Yeah. And what does the Bible tell us about the world?
There is
There's more to the world than we can see?
Huh?
What are some things in the world that we can't see that are true?
Well, in fairy tales, like, there's kind of like this thing. There's a candy house, and there's a witch trying to trick some kids. And there's an evil force.
So that's what a fairy tale teaches us, that there's evil forces in the world? But what does the Bible tell us about the things that we can't see?
There's an evil force that is Satan.
Yeah. Yep, that's absolutely right. And the Bible is actually true about that, isn't it? This tells us the true stories.
I know.
So, Jasmine, how can we know that the Bible is true?
Because, if there wasn't all that grass, trees, stuff out there, then it wouldn't have been true. Because God is the one who made all that stuff.
Well, some people say that God is a fairy tale and that the Bible is a fairy tale and it's not really true at all. So how do we know that the Bible is true? We didn't learn this in the video, but you said that there are many ways to know that the Bible is true. So what is the Bible video teaching us in 1 John? What did John say? How can we know that John's words are true in his letters? What did he say about his relationship with Jesus? Did he say that he had actually touched Jesus?
Yes.
And he saw him and talked to him when Jesus was alive?
Yes, my poet baby.
So, Jazzy, one way that we know that the Bible is true is because of the witnesses to Jesus. The people who actually talked to him. Those are the people that wrote the New Testament. And Jesus himself actually confirmed that the Old Testament is true. So those are some ways that we can know that the Bible is true. What do you think about that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, what did we learn about Exodus? Or what's something that you know about Exodus? And how it relates to this week, Holy Week.
Exodus. Because look, we're learning about Exodus and we're having the peace Passover.
The Passover happened.
The Passover
Yep.
happened in Exodus.
That's right. The very first Passover happened in Exodus. And this week, Passover will happen on Thursday night. And Jesus, his last supper on earth was a Passover feast. So, Jazzy, there's one other thing that we talked about, and it has to do with the number 5. Exodus is the second book of the Bible. What are the first 5 books of the Bible called? We know that they're Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. And all 5 together are called the
Peace Passover.
Pentateuch. That's right, the Pentateuch. Bye-bye, Miss Goldberg.
Good morning, Miss Coulter.
Say goodbye.
Bye-bye, Miss Coulter. Roar!
Pretty long. See?
Goodbye, Miss Coulter. I'm a skeleton. I'm like, look.
And what does Ezekiel tell us about those dry bones? Ezekiel said to the dry bones. Ezekiel said to the dry bones. Ezekiel said to the dry bones. What did he say about them? Oh, hear the Lord, the word of the Lord. Them dry bones gonna walk again. Them dry bones gonna walk again. Them dry bones gonna walk again. Oh, hear the word of the Lord.